So this is an interesting one, I guess, compared considering there's nothing this week. So there's story out that says FTR may be signing back with WWE or WWE interested in FTR. Like, I've been told there's no chance of that happening. There's no interest in FTR, and this coincides also with the fact that, as I asked that this week, FTR did something which WWE are completely against and outlined during WrestleMania. So FTR have got a new T-shirt, which I think says 6 stars on it or something along those lines, right? Mm-hmm. So during WrestleMania...
What's the 6 stars? Or did Meltzer give their match against the Young Bucks 6 stars?
I don't know. Maybe. Who cares?
Right.
But I think he did. Obviously he did. Yeah. So this is one of the reasons why I don't think why this guy thinks they won't be getting signed, or why there's no interest as well. So during WrestleMania season, I don't know if Konnan, you know about this. So you know how Vince has his Vinceisms where he says you can't say this, you can't say that, call it a title, not a belt.
All the word, right?
Yeah. So during WrestleMania season, and this is the first time it's happened, and now it's permanent, they've outlined people saying things like, our match is going to steal the show, or we're going to have the best match, and things of this nature. And you know who came up with the idea? Brock Lesnar, who's been a lot more involved in being backstage and being in guerrilla position and talking to talent and whatnot, basically suggested to Vince, and Vince took the suggestion on, that nobody in the company should any longer be saying that they aim to have the best match, because the point of having matches is to try and win them as quickly as possible. Right. So that's an edict now where they agree that nobody is ever going to say...
There's no combat sport like Nick Diaz versus Conor McGregor. They're going to be promoting the fight, saying, "Hey, we're going to have the best match on the show tonight."
Exactly.
Right?
So,
that's right. Yeah.
Well, this is what Brock Lesnar said, and this is what Vince McMahon agreed with. So during WrestleMania season this year, all talent were told that you can talk about. That's why they went down the route of we're the main event, which is when we know there can only be 2. But actually, that stemmed from the fact that they were told you can't say I'm going to steal the show. No one's allowed to say they're going to have the best match, because that's not something that we're doing anymore. So and that's exactly what FTR do all the time. Whereas WWE are now saying that we're not going to be saying that anymore because it makes everything look fake.
But you know what? But in a way, they're kind of wrong, because if you look at UFC, I've heard fighters say, I'm going to have the most exciting fight in the match because I want to win the bonus of the night, and that goes to the most exciting fight. Mm-hmm. So in a way, you're doing the same thing in UFC. Yes, I don't know why that would be.
Well, but the participants are selling bro. They want to win,
right?
You know what I'm saying? There's what we're saying.
I don't think I've heard him say. I don't think I've heard him say I want fighter tonight. I think I've heard him say I want the knockout bonus and stuff. But saying they're trying to manufacture fighter tonight would be difficult.
Well, they want to have an exciting fight.
I want to have a discussion here. I want to have a discussion here about, because this topic brings up something exactly what I want to talk about. Is that it's interesting, like what they're doing is they're kind of dismissing AEW's competition, even though that legal filing they said they are competition and stuff. And everybody knows they are competition. They're a definite product that's competing because they're drawing close to 1 million fans and stuff and all that, right?
They definitely got their attention, that's for sure.
Right. So but honestly, this specifically is running counter programming directly at AEW with this edict. It's like saying, bro, because AEW, you look at Meltzer, you look at and the thing is, bro, they're promoting good matches. They're promoting this match is going to be a good match. They're not promoting the heat. They don't build up a lot of heat for the matches and stuff. Where there's but they'll just put 2 guys together and promote. Hey, this is going to be good quality. This is going to be good performance. And I think Vince is kind of to going complete 180 on getting completely away from we're not looking at our matches as performances anymore. You're talking about it's a competition. You're fighting. You're there to win. Don't talk about we're going to steal the show, because then you're talking about, okay, we're trying to get more stars than everybody else, which means we're going to be doing stupid stuff that I'm not trying to promote as a promoter. Would you agree with that? Maybe.
Well, I mean, yes and no, because it didn't come from him. It was something that Brock Lesnar said that he thought was stupid, and he thought that he didn't see.
But he'll get in Vince's ear with that, and Vince would. I know Vince McMahon would immediately steer in that direction. Just based on his history.
So you think it was easy to when that was said to Vince, it was easy to convince him, right?
Absolutely.
What about what about the person it comes from? Like, does that have any influence? Does he respect Brock and Undertaker and people more than it coming from, I don't know, Matt Riddle or something?
It just makes sense. And like, I think there's a situation there where Brock Lesnar is a bull in a china shop, and A1 personality is going to tell Vince McMahon whatever is on his mind with no fear, as opposed to everybody else around him that's scared to bring a bad idea to him. And it's like, I think when Brock Lesnar says something and Vince says, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, let's do that. Because it does. If you don't want your guys getting caught up in this dirt sheet star rating, we're wrestling we're wrestling for people other than the reaction of the fans. Wrestlers need to get back to, like, the mindset is, we want to engage the fans and we want to draw more fans. And if all we're doing out there every night is trying to, we've got a 3-star match laid out, but if we put this spot in, it might be a 4-star match, and it's like a somersault flip through a table and stuff. I'm like, dude, it's like, everybody sees what you're doing, and it's like, and then you can plainly see that on that show, and the way the media reaction is to their performances. They're promoting, hey, these guys are good workers. This is all elite wrestling stuff, and it's like. If that's what
WWE's mantra is, I like it. I do like it. But like I said, I don't see having the best match and trying to win as being mutually inexclusive, and I have no problem with it. But I can see WWE distancing themselves in the way you said, and if they are doing that, if they are making a conscious effort, I like
Okay, but here's the thing. When you're saying you want to have the best match, it's like who you're talking to. It's like you're talking to the people that are rating the matches. If you're talking to the fans, you're selling your angle. Yeah. If you're talking to the dirt sheet guys, I'm selling my match.
But fans nowadays, the AEW
I'm aware of that.
That's what they want. They want
but as a philosophy, you would rather your universe be centered around, all right, we're talking about beat this guy's ass, not about
in ours.
Exactly.
Other people don't give a f***. Other people, when this guy came out and goes, oh, I'm going to wrestle Ishii. Right. And he got a big pop. I was like, okay.
Right. It's like yeah, that audience, they knew he was like, but I'm like, we're like,
right.
Huh?
I was like, right. Really? With all the other wrestlers that are there, that's who you want to wrestle, Ishii? Yeah, so.
Right.
That's already. He already beat Ishii as well. Like, that's already happened. So.
Yeah.
So. Yo, what up? This is Konnan, and I host Keeping It 100, my co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!